So about 2 years ago, I was in a meeting with a principal in North Minneapolis, and we're talking about Playworks. And about halfway through the conversation, she interrupts me, and she says, Jill, I have to ask a favor. So we've had this one teacher. She's been out for 2 months. I've been farming the kids out to the other teachers, and they're going to walk. So could I borrow my Playworks coach for just a week to cover the class to relieve some of the pressure? So I say no, but it gets me thinking about this issue of substitute teaching. Okay, so let me stop right there. I know that the moment I say the word substitute teacher, that most of you have these sort of negative images and memories and bad jokes kind of flooding your brain. But there are two big reasons we can't afford to let substitute teaching continue on as a bad joke. The first is the sheer scale. At any moment in time, 10% of the teachers standing in front of American classrooms are subs. Another way of thinking about that, right, is that half a day of every week of a kid's K-12 education is taught by a substitute teacher. The second thing is that if we persistently send people into classrooms who are unprepared and unsupported, or even worse, if we can't even find people to do these jobs, we send a very clear and damning message to our kids that we don't value them. And that's exactly what's happening. So for the last 6 weeks, I've been working on starting this new nonprofit organization I'm calling Substantial, right? And the great thing is, the good news is that what I found in doing this work is that there are bright spots out there. There are these humans who are going in and doing this work, and they're having a blast. They're building trust and rapport with the kids, and they're engaging the kids by delivering content that they are genuinely excited about. So picture the high school math sub who starts out every class talking about the economics of car ownership, right? If you're 16, that's interesting, right? That's great. But sometimes when I describe this, I'll get pushback. People say, wait, aren't they supposed to be delivering curriculum? But the thing we know is that there are subs standing in front of AP Spanish classes who don't speak a word of Spanish, right? So what we need to be doing is figuring out how do we make the most of the time that students are spending with substitute teachers. And so that's why I'm here. I believe Encore Talent is the secret weapon in solving this problem, right? If you reimagine the substitute teacher job as a guest instructor role, what you have instead is a meaningful, flexible, paid opportunity to make a huge contribution to the lives of kids in schools, right? And it turns out the two biggest qualifications you need for this are one, a desire to make a difference, and the second is experience and expertise to share. And the other awesome thing about this solution is it's profoundly sustainable. As a nation, we already spend $4 billion a year on substitute teaching. It's 1% of the K-12 budget, right? We have everything we need right here, right now in this room to make a radical change for substitute teaching. So my ask today is not for money. My ask is that you make substitute teaching a pillar of your Encore work with youth. That if you will recruit Encore talent to be these guest instructors, I will help you find the training they need that they can be successful. All I need is your help. Thank you so much.